The people are not against the Electrochem's presence there. Myself, I'm for the Electrochem. But the manner in which things are going is fact a bit of concern. And if we could address those issues, we can have Electrochem working there peacefully, for which the government will benefit, my people will also benefit, and myself, I will also benefit. So, Mr. Speaker, I would really like us to don't rush into conclusion. We can take this. I will appeal to your state, if you could accept we only did 2 engagements with the people without even going there. So if you could give the committee some time to go back to the drawing board, so that we take our time to bring a report which will really bring a permanent solution there. As it is, as a member of parliament for the good people of Adan, when we go on with this, we will still not have our peace. But I want the company to exist and work there. But let's go about things the manner in which the people also accept. There hasn't been enough stakeholder consultations, and that has led to all this. And the joint committee, I'm sorry, couldn't also, go back to the place and engage people who could have been contacted before coming out of the report. I'm not against the report entirely, but I wish it could have been done in a different way, a bit of what we have now. So with all respect to your seat, if this report could be, or committee could be extended with time to do more work so that we will really look at it. We will look at it comprehensively and come out with a solution which will fit or will help the people of Adan, for that matter, Sege.
We know the problem that came up with the issue of vacuum salt. From vacuum salt to Adan Songhor salt. The sort of injection that government made into it in order to restore the industry. And the concession that were made so that the indigenous people can also have job to do. Today, somebody has just taken over everything, denying the indigenous people the little that they can also harvest, mine for their survival. And when they resist, soldiers and policemen are hired to chase them, beat them up, and even kill them. Our sacred groves are being desecrated, wantonly desecrated, without any recognition of the culture and traditions of the people. So these are not issues that should just be swept under the carpet and allowed to go. If in some areas, chiefs will shut up and allow Galamsey to spoil their rivers and do anything to them without any benefit to the people, we the people of Adan will not allow this to continue. Our people need to survive. And one investor cannot appropriate the whole concession to himself and allow the people to go hungry and die. We cannot in this house say we are more intelligent than the PNDC, the NDC, the Mills government, the Kufuor government that look at this issue and settled it in a manner that had maintained peace until this time. We are not wiser than the Kufuor government or the Mills government. Me, if anybody, everybody in this house will accept this report, Mr. Speaker, I want to register my opposition to this report. And I want it reflected in the hazard that one time was somebody, a member of this house, called Neil Antivanapur, was against this report. I totally disagree with this report.
Mr. Speaker, it appears as though there are lots of questions that have been raised, but the report itself is not speaking to those questions and responding to them. So we have a report that has a lot of questions that we are looking for responses to, and yet this report has not responded to those specific questions. And I believe that if we are truly supposed to have the minerals of this country vested on behalf of the people, those who are indigenous to the areas where these particular minerals are discovered or being exploited must not lose out. We've seen this trend happen in too many communities. This is an opportunity for us to do the right thing for the indigenous people in the locality so that they don't lose out as a result of commercialization of the salt. And we also need to look at the issue of anti-competitive actions taken on behalf of various companies that make it impossible for local industries or even small-scale industries to thrive. Mr. Speaker, we are in a period where the economy is not doing the best. And to find us in a situation where the local people are being squeezed out of the opportunity of having livelihoods, I believe is unfair. And we are the representatives of the people, and we cannot remain silent as a report like this is laid before the House.
The people of Ada, the Dangbe people, have historically lived on salt. So if the Ghanaian state is now coming up with a new construct, we must make room. We should find a way of making room for the people of Ada within the construct. It is important, and it is a truism that commercial mining with technology would definitely enhance the quality of the salt, would definitely enhance the quantity, and will yield greater dividends. On the report, the committee recognized that the desecration of sacred sites, the disrespect for cultural sensitivities have not been properly done. And therefore, the committee is even recommending that this should be a thing of the past.
The Constitution provides in Article 20 that even where the state compulsorily acquires the land and then leases it out for investment for the greater good of the country, then prompt compensation must be paid. What I've not heard from the report is whether or not compensation has been paid. And if compensation has been paid, whether it is adequate. Mr. Speaker, I thought the committee was going to furnish us with these facts. Unfortunately, we don't have it. Is it the case that perhaps the inadequacy of the compensation, if anything has been paid, is one of the triggers for the communal violence that we are experiencing? I don't know. I don't want to hazard a guess. But Mr. Speaker, I believe that we should interrogate that. I'm told that the total area involved is 41,000. Is it acres or hectares? Hectares. 41,000 acres, not hectares. 41,000 acres. Now, they've also given out about 1,000 acres to the indigenous people. Is that adequate? Is the 1,000 acres adequate? Or is it not adequate? We should look at the population in the area.